Welcome everyone to the Crackhead's Passport. Join with your main hosts with the roasts, the Grim Reaper, Sherlock Holmes, and
Mallow. You fucked it up, mate. You fucked it.
I'm sorry.
Look, it's fine. It's fine. It's just you did your best. That's all that counts. But you fucked it up, and we're very disappointed in you.
I'm sorry.
Do you want me to just do it?
Yeah, go on then.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Krakpot podcast. I'm your host, Moocake, and I'm joined, as per usual, by my two friends and co-hosts. First up, it's V Phantom, Rec Room's greatest addict.
I am going to delete that game right now.
And also with us, of course, is Woz Count, the man that we all love to love.
I am going to delete that game right now.
Well, before we start, we should probably briefly apologise for the fact that we've uploaded absolutely fuck all. In like a month and a half now. Basically, I had an excuse in that I was doing uni work. Phantom has no excuse in that he was just playing Cyberpunk for a month straight.
Actually, my PC was broken.
And Woz Count doesn't need an excuse because he's, nobody ever questions what he does. So to sort of...
Bro, we get it. You have education.
So to sort of apologise for the fact that we haven't uploaded anything, we've brought in another guest for you today. So please welcome MrMa11ow for the second time.
Hi. Wait, hi.
We're doing a show here, sir.
Let's give him as much editing.
I don't know what I'm saying
We're
now.
doing a show here.
Do you want to briefly tell us who you are, MrMa11ow? Show some links. Shit.
Alrighty then. So, I'm MrMa11ow. I'm a Twitch streamer and a YouTuber, well, ex-YouTuber. And, I stream on Twitch.
You don't care.
Twitch.tv/MrMa11ow.
It's funny because, viewer, we did record this before, last week.
It's funny.
But one of our audios got corrupted, you could say. And so we're here again with our guest. Again, our Mallow. He's beautiful. Do go check him out on Twitch. So
He is the first recurring guest we've had, but the first episode we had him on is lost to time. So congratulations and also well done on your fuck up.
Thanks, man. I've been on it twice now and I've loved both times.
I got the post podcast of it.
Well, yeah, we still have the post podcast, but I'm not uploading that because it's shit.
the post podcast is
What do you
awesome.
mean?
Moocake, I hate to interrupt here, man, but I'm currently just watching some prawn. Good old.
Oh yeah, we were talking
Belle
about this,
Delphine.
weren't we? Okay,
Not gonna
yeah.
lie.
So is this how we're starting off?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Well, take it away. To be fair, you're the guest. You're allowed to start off the conversation.
Oh, all right then.
Is that
So,
how interviews work? You let your guest start off?
I'm
Belle
fucking
Delphine.
Well, it's
I'm pretty sure we're
it's not
supposed
an
to be
interview, though. It's a
asking
podcast.
questions.
I
It's
thought
just
it was
polite.
Not that this is an interview.
Do you
Not that this
masturbate,
is an
Mallow?
So
interview.
basically, a few months ago, Belle Delphine released a bit of a video. A pornographic video that was distributed online via MP4 files.
Right. Okay. And your point is,
We've all seen it, right?
I haven't seen it. I can be bothered.
Dude, honestly, it looks like neither party wanted to do it.
Well, people have been asking her to do it for fucking ages. It is almost an obligation at this point.
I disagree.
If it was free, I would be cool with it. If it was free.
I saw it for free.
Oh, it's free.
It is
Fuck
free.
it.
There's so many places that pirated it.
Why was the porn video shit?
Let's have two
It's just like-
conversations.
Let's talk over each other. It was
Don't
so
you
good.
dare! Don't you
Yeah.
fucking dare!
So the other
Oh
day,
yeah,
I
honestly,
and Papi
gaming.
went out to get some bread. Fuck, dude, it was so good.
No, but I think the main reason the video was absolute it just wasn't. I was gonna say enjoyable, but I don't know. But I think the main reason is because again, it didn't seem like it was enjoyed, and it was just like an obligation to her fans and shit like that. And that's not fun at the end of the day.
I
'cause-
disagree. I've seen a couple of her videos because after I saw that one, I was like, I didn't know she was doing full-on porn. I thought she was just gamer girl bathwater, and so I started watching some of them, and I'm like, oh my god, because she does some not crazy. It's compared to other porn stars, not very crazy.
What was it? Because the whole fucking squid thing she did, shit like that.
I did see the squid.
That was
I think,
hot.
no, I think Belle Delphine has been kind of clever in a way here. It's not like,
She does know the
well,
algorithm.
it's not massively genius, but it's like she has delved into a niche that I don't think's been exploited before, which is, porn and memes are perhaps the two most popular things on the internet, and she does both of them. She is a porn star and a cam girl, but she's also a massive fucking meme. And if you look at her Twitter, all of her porn shoots, 90% of them are just full of really weird memes as well. So she's kind of
You see that one?
she's capitalized on something that kind of works. I'll give her that
Well,
one.
her porn is so basic.
There's no
well,
acting.
Maybe
I can't get into the lore.
dude, well, like, if I did porn, I can do it way better than she does. I should be a cam
You could
girl.
do it.
But, like, the one with the bear, it's just dead ass. It's the bear's fucking
Yeah,
her. That's it.
that's the one.
Nothing
That's like that's the
special.
one I'm
It does
on about.
feel
It's just
very
so
vanilla.
fucking like it's so dormant.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on.
Well, I think that's the thing. She can afford to be quite vanilla because people have been wanting her to record a fucking porno for ages because they're sad losers, sitting in a basement.
Bro,
But I think this kind of
how
ruined her.
dare
though.
you insult SGYT games like that?
The point is, I think it has kind of destroyed because there was this kind of build up, this hype. It's like a thing. What was her name? Do you remember Zoe Berger?
I don't know any woman
from
named
years
Oh
back.
I
yeah,
have no idea who
fucking
that is.
hell.
She was like a cam girl YouTuber as well, and she said for ages and ages and ages, when I get to 1 million subscribers, I'll release my nudes. And once she had, it kind of destroyed the hype.
Yeah.
There's nowhere further to go. And I do think Belle Delphine's got the same sort of thing here. But on the other hand, like, this woman was creative enough to sell bathwater and make millions from it. So I'm sure she'll be fine.
I don't know, because, like, if you believe in unicorns, I mean, you've seen unicorns a lot, and then when you finally go see the unicorn, you're riding the unicorn. There's nothing more beyond that.
Mad.
You could have sex with it, but you're not going to. You know that. You're looking at this unicorn. You're not going to be
Mad.
able to fuck Belle Delphine. But once you see...
That is the worst analogy I've ever heard.
Are we
Once you
fucking
see the
unicorns?
unicorn, it's no longer special. It becomes normal to you. And so...
Yeah, I do get what you mean. It's no longer like, something that was once foretold. Now it's, we've seen them, like, now.
What you imagine in your head will always be better than what plays out, even if it's like top fucking quality, best stuff you could make. What you imagine, your kind of fantasy of it or your illusion of
Not
it
even
will always
that.
be more
I just mean,
intriguing
like,
than the
she's
actual
just
product.
another horse now to me. After that, like I've
I
experienced.
thought
the
you
great
just,
unicorn.
bro. I thought
Now
you were.
she's just a regular horse.
She's just another whore.
She's just another horse to me, bro.
All of them,
You heard it here first. V Phantom just called women horses.
except for you, BB. I love
Bro.
you. She listened to the last one with the milk.
In conclusion, then,
But
it was
she
a bit
did
shit.
look like
Pretty-
she enjoyed
pretty much,
it.
but, like,
to me, it just no
yeah.
substance.
Do you know what? I reckon it was probably. It was probably a mix of you're enjoying it because you're having sex, but it's also the case of this is going online. You have a camera that's watching you. This is basically being.
I
watched.
doubt she gives a shit.
No, but
about
you know what I
that.
mean. I guess that's probably why people didn't like it, including.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You're going
Like-
to be the one that's. Sorry.
Oh my god, she should hire me, dude. I would wear my helmet, dude. I'll go in there full naked, bro. I'll slide my hand up her stomach very slowly.
And
and
disembowel her.
Was if you
Bruh.
start touching other women, I'm not
It'll be
having
good.
sex with you anymore. I don't want you
What
around
the
her. She's
fuck?
a skank.
dude, it's been 6 days
Well,
since I've had.
these views are not shared by everyone. Please come onto the podcast. I'm not even a host, and I'm
Belle, I
saying this.
respect you as a gamer. I promise.
Yeah, I was gonna say I respect the business views. I'm sorry, you gotta really think what nasty fucker has bought that bathwater. What the fuck? That's
I'm pretty sure it was mostly for the
no,
memes
but like
and for views.
there's got to
It
be
was
that-
mostly for
that-
the meme.
Listen,
But you did have
whoever
people
bought that water is
legitimately
probably
buying
pretty
it.
cool.
Yeah, you did. Well, even if you look at her Twitter replies, there's a lot of weird shit in there. Like, a lot of people just, like, for lack of a better word, standing her. And stan culture is a disease.
I wonder how many people drank it.
a lot.
Oh, loads of
Yeah, dude, do you want to know something funny, actually, now you mentioned the Twitter, like, in the comments and stuff? As soon as she started, like, showing, her body and stuff like that more than, whatever, the amount of people that were trying to advertise their OnlyFans in her comments fucking skyrocketed.
that.
It's so
Wait,
fast.
really?
It is, for lack of better words, it's a massive circle jerk. Anyone that posts something nude or OnlyFans
Yeah.
related that blows up on Twitter will get loads of replies from other
What?
people with OnlyFans and Twitters
What?
trying to promote theirs in the comments.
Oh
Why are
my
people
God.
paying for OnlyFans? Just there's literally porn.
Yeah.
Actually, never mind. I kind of get it. Pornhub took out a lot of the
Yeah.
homemade
The
shit.
best.
And
like,
plus, I guess it's
fuck,
the
I have to
sense
go
of,
find
like,
something else.
a celebrity doing it. It's gross to say.
Well,
But
it's not
like-
even that. You have more of a connection with it as well. It's like there's
Really?
it's the same way that like you would donate to a Twitch streamer, and their message would appear, your message would appear on their screen, and they'd read it, and you'd interact with it.
I get
You've
what
got
you
that
mean
sort of. You've got a little bit of
There's more
interaction. there.
interaction
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
thing.
There's a bit more interaction there, and that's enticing for sad lonely people that live in their mother's basements.
About the Pornhub thing with removing those unverified accounts and getting that homemade aspect, even if those videos
was
didn't get a lot of views, there's a lot of authenticity with smaller channels on any platform. Isn't that right, boys? For people who make content,
Yeah,
people
dude.
like authentic, real stuff.
You've just gone from porn to shilling your own YouTube channel in a single sentence, V Phantom, and that's oddly impressive.
I'm mostly shilling yours. I love your Apis series.
Oh, thank you. That's,
So good.
That's very sweet of you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, to be fair, it
I
is
very-
it is
I
pretty
appreciate it.
funny.
It's very good. I totally watched it before.
Well, I tell you what, on the subject of Twitter, Donald Trump, as I'm sure everyone listening knows, has been banned
Bro.
from Twitter.
That was
Oh my
so funny.
Which I agree, it was fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
It was really funny. But
Mans can't even look at porn.
my guy was trying to find Belle Delphine stuff, and he just got kept
Banned on
kept getting
Pornhub.
banned,
but
bro.
he's been banned on pretty much everything now, though, hasn't he? Like, Twitter took the first step, and then Facebook
Yeah.
did, and I'm pretty sure he's been banned from Google now as well. Like, everyone's just thrown the
Bro,
hammer.
Mark Zuckerberg's gonna turn up with a fucking just severed head in his hand. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, hey Donald, how you doing?" He's just done some mad shit. He's probably doing it now, assassinating. I should probably not say this.
Where did this go?
Yeah, how did we...
No. It's just like it's the you said Facebook,
Whose
and I just
head?
had the image of Mark Zuckerberg being like, "I banned you. Now, if you try and create a fucking alt account, I'm killing your family." Because we know Mark Zuckerberg's a bit of a.
Well, he's a robot. He's a robot.
So is Woz, but Woz has bigger and better values than whatever big Zuckertronic is.
Zuckertron, I like that.
I'm harder, I'm better, I'm faster, I'm stronger.
Bro,
Dude, Daft
Oh my
Punk reference.
it's gonna be a mix. Obviously it's got mixed opinions, but I think the main thing is it was like quite justified. However, it's the case of he's a massive celebrity, whilst there are smaller people on social media that are putting worse stuff, and they're getting away with it. If you know what I
Well,
mean.
it is the thing as well. You could argue the contrary, actually, and say that, Trump deserved to be banned. Theoretically, Trump broke Twitter's terms of service years ago, and he never got banned because he was verified.
Oh, God,
he was
yeah.
a politician. He was a
Like-
public figure, and he had presidential powers. And so they only banned him now. But you could
he
argue that
was
he should have been banned
president.
ages ago. Which again comes back to the whole thing of sites being very
Yeah.
selective with their terms of service. But he did break terms of service, and he's broken it hundreds of times before. So he does deserve to be banned. But
How did he break the terms of service? Is he just mean on Twitter, or did he
False
actually break a
information.
rule that isn't applied
No,
to
didn't
anybody?
he did a lot of false info.
Oh,
Well, he did false info. That's what started it off, and that's what should have got him first.
bro, the Instagram fact checkers came out.
Well, yeah, when all the shit underneath his tweet started saying, this isn't true, or, government sources have called this differently. That's what should have got him originally when he started, basically sharing stupid conspiracy theory. But what actually got him was inciting violence, which is
Yeah.
Twitter's very kind of...
Ooh.
Well, it's not... It's a rule, but, it's very kind of flexible. You can apply that to almost everything. If I told Phantom for a meme to kill himself, in a reply to his tweet, that could be counted as inciting violence, and I could be terminated.
Why would you tell him that?
For real. I'm already
Hmm.
dead, so it's really mean telling me to do something I can't.
If you wanna,
God.
make that further that on to the inciting violence and being banned and stuff. PogChamp was recently the face of PogChamp was found to
Oh, yeah, of
be
course.
a basement dweller, whatever it was. He was like a massive conspiracy theorist kind
He's
of.
a huge anti-vaxxer.
He was inciting violence.
Well, he was either at the president... Well, whatever Trump did, he sparked up a load of rednecks to go and storm the Capitol. He was either there or he was on Twitter publicly advocating
It was Twitter.
Was it? Okay.
Because I think it was like a mix of that, and he was saying something like storming the Capitol was, it was well deserved or something. And then it was like,
Yeah.
something about guns. And then I think he kind of just went on a bit of a rant, and yeah. So
Violence is always fair, right? That's always the answer, right? No matter what team on you're on. Unless
Yeah.
if it's the other team, then you can't do it.
Well, that's the hypocrisy of it. You had left-wing people protesting back in July for a cause that I would argue is quite just. But the point is, it was still protest. Some people still took it too far, and it led to violence in some cases. And you had the right come out and say, we'd never do this sort of thing. And here you are 6 months later, and they've done it.
That was
Yeah.
horrific. The amount of property damage.
Yeah.
I believe in protest.
Oh,
I
God,
believe
yeah.
in you should be able to protest. That is absolutely fair.
Oh,
What
watchdogs.
happened to George Floyd? Floyd was a goddamn tragedy, and something should be done to change that. but committing violence is probably the last thing he would have wanted.
And it's also a really bad way to send a message, because I know it's gonna sound really
You're becoming just like
it's
them.
gonna sound really stupid, but in like most games, you know, what's the thing that the bad guys always do? They incite violence and they say, "Oh, we're sending a message." It's not sending a message. You're just making yourself like the bad guy. Obviously,
The problem with the BLM protest was you've got to remember it wasn't everyone that was violently protesting. It was just a sect of most of the protests were peaceful.
Oh, God,
and they were met with violent responses, but there was a sect of people that protested violently, and that impacts the whole group. That's what you've got to consider. I don't condone violence at all. In many ways, I'm a bit of a pacifist, despite the fact that I make jokes several times a week about killing people.
Yeah, you like talking stuff out. Like, you like talking a lot. That sounds really rude.
That's the best way to handle
you
it.
like talking.
Never shut up.
The only way to solve situations like this is to sit down and talk. I agree. And I know that sounded backhanded, but I get what you mean. But like, the only way to really solve these situations is to sit down and talk, like two sensible, mature human beings. And if you just shoot at each other,
the problem with that is that a lot of people are very biased of their opinion.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with them, you're their enemy.
exactly, yeah, that is a big problem.
That's why like social media is like really worrying, because I'm a Twitch streamer, so I'm gonna talk base around a lot of points around Twitch. But with the Twitch moderating system, it's a lot of biased opinions. And
I've heard horror stories about that.
Oh,
It's why
dude.
I don't get near Twitch.
yeah.
It terrifies
It's scary, but it's a place I call home. So hey ho. But it's like how do I put it? With Woz saying a lot of people are biased, it does come down to there's gonna be a lot of people that think one way and everything like that, and obviously, but it's really hard to get people to sit down and talk when it's hard.
I think that's the point. A peaceful protest does kind of spark, in many cases, the best example I can think of is Martin Luther King. Very cliche example, but his peaceful protest did spark a lot of changes and talks with higher ups.
Yeah.
Like, I think peaceful protests do, in many cases, if done correctly and in a sort of impactful way, do spark change, and in a more respectful and kind of dignified way. Whereas even in the Martin Luther King protest, though, you had people that broke off and protested violently, and it did impact the image of the entire message. And I think that's what you have with the BLM protests that happened back in July. You had a really good message that I agree with that was muddied slightly by people protesting violently or looting. There were some people that claimed to go out and protest for whatever fucking reason. Really, they were just there for shits and gigs, and that impacted. Whereas, on the other hand, you've got the Trump protests in January. They're not really protests. They were literally just riots. But, there wasn't even a good message behind that.
Okay, hold on. I need a... God, I hate defending. But, because I don't like... By the way, I need to publicly let everyone know. I don't like either team. I think they're both dumb. I like to be in the middle. I like to talk about things and ground them. But I watched a lot of footage on the Trump protest. A lot of the people there were not happy with the people in the front. Some of them were trying to stop them. It was, like you said, with the Black Lives Matter protest, where there's a few bad eggs doing a lot of bad stuff.
Okay.
Now, I do agree, Trump did incite them. Absolutely he did. But not all the protesters were happy about it. And by the way, they're upset because they do believe that there was election fraud. There was never a smoking gun, but there was a lot of weird things going on. I can verify
you
this.
can see this again, though. You can take this back to the whole point of Trump incited violence, and he incited people to believe that there was election fraud, which has now been proved false. I should put that on the record. It's been, there's been recounts and rechecks. There is absolutely no evidence of election fraud at all, and yet Trump continued to incite those beliefs, which inevitably and eventually led to violence, and that's why I can't condone that particular protest at all.
And it also led to him being removed off social media
and impeached twice for the second time.
Yep.
He's broken two records there. He's the first president to be banned from the internet, and he's the first president to get impeached twice. He's a fucking idiot.
He is a fucking idiot.
On the impeach thing, this is like something that happened literally today. On Twitter, there was like a thing that was like hashtag impeach Biden or like already.
Of course there was, yeah.
And literally, like, as soon as that, became a trending topic, every single K-pop stan, like, completely just ruined any kind of points that these people were trying to make. So literally, they just flooded it. And honestly, Good on you, K-pop people.
They've done that a couple times before, actually. They just spam the
Yeah.
replies with their fucking stan shit, which in most cases is toxic, but in this case it's implemented quite well.
I remember on do you guys remember on Instagram with the Blackout Tuesday thing?
Vaguely, yeah.
The whole thing with that was apparently like because everyone was putting black, like just a black screen. If you were to type up the hashtag, it would end up apparently like filtering out and just completely blocking any actual stuff, like meaningful stuff, if without that sounding rude, but that kind of thing. So then I think it was something along those lines, and then K-pop stans just took that fucking hashtag over. And
that was it. Yeah,
they're a scary fucking army when they want to be. Like, Jesus Christ,
they're
they just
terrifying.
Take
They are a
everything
weird
over.
bunch.
There's a lot of evil ones though. There was this guy that made a joke. It was some guy named Frosty or something. It was like some streamer that had like a whole G Fuel flavor and shit. And he made a joke saying something like if BTS had coronavirus, K-pop stans would find it in 24 hours, the cure. And like literally the stans came in attacking him. But the only thing I didn't like that they were doing, they were like report his flavor for like, come on, you're really gonna target his flavor for a joke, dude? Relax.
They are a bit obsessive. Well, stan culture's a problem
It's the
in general.
climate we live in
That's
today.
kind of the thing with stans, though, isn't it? It's a stalker fan, so they're kind of without it sounding weird, they're kind of if you're surrounded with that name, you kind of are obsessive and, no offense, a bit creepy.
It's tribalism.
Well, as I said in my latest video, ironically, stan culture is a thoroughly unhealthy, borderline cultish circle jerk. That's how I'd describe it.
Pretty much, yeah.
No, it's literally the same thing as the alt-right and the alt-left being on Twitter, going out of their way to tweet and defend literally anything, like somebody defending Trump or somebody defending someone on the other side. It's the same thing.
BTS.
No one, there's no dialogue.
It's just
no one picks up this Socratic method.
It's just
Oh,
people.
God.
It's just people being fucking self-centered. It's like the anti-maskers. Like, it's not gonna hurt you to wear a fucking mask, man. Like, come on.
Yeah, the whole thing with wearing a mask as well was like, it's not meant to protect you.
Easy for you
it's
to
like,
say. You always wear a helmet.
I've been doing it before it was cool.
Dude, wearing masks is sick. I don't know why everyone I wear a mask just in the house.
It's because it's their right. Shut
It
up.
comes back to the problem that people aren't willing to look at the other side of things. It's the same when, someone...
Because they're self-centered.
Well, it's not even that. It's like when someone is, and I hate using this word, but when someone is cancelled, whether they deserve to be or not, you never bother to check their side of the story. You just immediately go, oh, fuck, what's happened? Why has this person been, cancelled? Why has their career been run through the dirt? And you spend ages scrolling through all the negative stuff, and you never bother to look at their side of it.
We're also all human. Like, even Trump. Like, each and every single one... Well, I don't know about him.
Yeah.
But we're all human.
Everyone's just
and
terrible
everyone
when they
fucks up.
say their opinion.
I'm not human. What the
Everyone gets
fuck?
ignorant. Everyone gets biased sometimes, and sometimes you gotta give people a chance to come back from that.
Let's just cancel humans.
Bro, you know that...
Dude!
Bro, I'm calling up the Galactic Federation and getting Earth fucking quarantined. Like, bro.
Wait, can I say something before I forget about it?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, sure.
See what I'm scared of?
Everything.
I'm scared of
Me.
that
Sharks?
soon in the future, like far in the future, like when we're like 80 or 90, they're gonna figure out how to keep humans alive forever, and I'm gonna have to stay 90 forever.
That'd be awful.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Okay, so this is a really weird topic, but I love
This is gonna get really
because I do
dark.
think we're gonna be a very long-living generation because they're gonna find out some weird shit. But dude, it's technically not impossible. You can't do it yet. They don't have the technology, but there's nothing that has been proven that it's impossible to reverse cells to be able to kind of de-age yourself. So you might not exactly be stuck. Now your brain, if you get Alzheimer's or anything like that,
Sorry.
you can't really do anything about that. That kind of tissue you can't.
I wouldn't want to live forever.
Not forever, but an extra 500 years, I'd be fine with that.
It's the same reason that I don't like the idea of heaven. It's like you're there forever. It doesn't matter how much shit you've got to do. You're eventually going to run out. And once you run out, you have an eternity of nothing to do. That would be torture.
What
But
about a
isn't
new
that-
save? On a new game. New game plus.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, but what if I get a new save in fucking Doom?
Bro, what if I start fucking slaying demons when I die? Bro, I want to go to hell.
Dude, I hope I'm in Sims.
Fuck's
Just
sake.
restart.
Bro, I hope I'm just a ghost and I like go around my house and I see the bathroom and I'm like, bro, I need the bathroom. But then I realize, oh wait, I can't shit because I'm a fucking ghost. Bro.
If you guys were given the option of living forever, but you had to stay at your age, no matter if it was like 40, 50, 90, like maybe next year, would you guys do it?
Depends.
Fuck. It depends on the technology for my age.
Living forever or just for more time?
Like it reverses your age.
So wait, hang on. You wouldn't be living at that age. You'd be.
Yeah, it's either you know what. Let's stay to it. You're staying your age forever. Like they stopped aging, which they don't know how to go back. Like
but would it be forever or would it just be for say 500 more years?
How long you want it?
Well, that's what I mean. Because if it was forever, I'd say no.
You can just pull the plug when you want to.
Oh, then yeah.
Can it be like a subscription fee that I can renew if I want?
Oh, it's like Twitch Prime.
Yeah.
You should totally use that because
so
it
just
gives
keep
you a
going till
free
I can,
sub.
like quit. Just like buy 100 years and then figure out if I want to buy another at the end.
Yeah, you can also buy upgrades. Put like a fucking chain gun in your hand and shit.
Bro, can I
so
have
like I can be
mantis
old
blades?
and still like be functional.
Maybe. Let's make it more general. You stay at as your current physical form and your age. I don't know if it's gonna be when you're 40 or 30. Like maybe I'll do it when it's like 28. I'll probably stay this age for a while.
Woz, would you become an
maybe
EXO
after
if you
I'll
got the
be
chance?
Like of 9 years.
Would you become an EXO?
Bro,
Woz?
fuck it, bro. Would I become a what?
An EXO. Like if we had the technology to put ourselves into a not some slow fucking rusty cunt. I mean like a perfectly functioning near perfect human reaction robot. Would you do it?
But I'm not much of like a religion person, but isn't that like against like every religion? Like remember when chips were gonna be a thing where they put your chips in your arm? There was a whole commercial, dude. It was so fucking interesting where the commercial was a guy would go into a store with a trench coat and he'd start putting stuff in his jacket and then he walks out, like passes the thing where it beeps. It doesn't go off, but the security guard comes like, "Hey, sir." And he turns around. You forgot your receipt, and then it shows his chip in his arm.
Oh, that's weird.
I thought that was so interesting, but the reason it didn't happen is because religion and shit was like, no, that's like against everything.
Well, it's been the same with vaccines as well. Religions have in the past been quite averse to vaccines, which is really fucking bad.
Also tattoos.
If you go further back, it's like the same with just like general medicine. Like back in the 1600s, literally doctors wouldn't investigate people getting sick, and they'd be like, "No, we don't gotta wash our hands. This is God's will."
Yeah.
If God exists and like we have the technology and it's possible for you to prolong your life, He's given you this life. Think about it this way: He's given it to you. He doesn't want you to waste it. So if there's a way you could figure out to manipulate reality to be longer, I don't think He'd be upset.
Or you can think about it this way: fuck God, He's an asshole.
You know what you could do? You could always go the really basic route and just say, in the Bible it says that God granted free will. It is my free will to do whatever I please with this.
Well, He didn't really
thing.
grant free will. That's the point.
Yeah, He didn't. He's kind of a cunt for that one. But
Didn't Lucifer give us that?
But no, it wasn't it like the thing of he gave man the choice to do what they not 100% for whatever. But it was like they can.
Well, according to Catholic doctrine, God created people sick and commanded them to be better. That doesn't strike me as very free will.
I don't know, man. We've been getting worse.
Just you are sick. You inherit sin from your predecessors. You are wrong. You always have been wrong. You always will be wrong till the end of time.
You
have to spend the rest of your life repenting and hating yourself, and maybe I'll let you into heaven if you're good enough.
Oh, is that why they fucking whip themselves?
Yes.
Like the really devout Catholics?
Penance, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my god, see what I just thought about?
Everything.
Oh my god,
a new kink?
Dude, I wish.
Bro.
But, yo, isn't every year getting worse and worse with just toxicity of people being self-centered?
Not really.
It's getting,
yes and no.
2012.
It's getting more polarized.
I'm pretty sure it was not that popular.
It's like Phantom said. It's a yes and no deal because people will probably become a lot more toxic, but at the same time, people will become more. Understanding because that.
We have a gay friend that calls us fags.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, there's a lot more open-minded, very chill people out there.
Yeah.
And then there are people who are very hypersensitive to stuff and will take anything you say they'll take your words and use them
Dude,
to
we
like
fucked all
defeat
the
themselves.
I think the thing you've got to consider is we now have the internet, and the blessing and the curse of the internet is that it gives everyone a little platform. Everyone has a tiny little space where they can say and do whatever the fuck they want. They can share their opinions, and people will find these opinions and agree or disagree with them. That's the problem. I think there have always been stupid people. I think there have always been, overly offended people. I think there have always been people like that, and I think throughout the history of humanity there have been as many as there are now. What you have now, though, is the internet. 500 years ago, these people, they didn't have an ability to express their opinions.
And now it goes
Well, it's
around
echo
being-
chambers.
Yeah, exactly, but now they do.
They express each other's opinions, and then they get in a group and they just regurgitate that own opinion. They don't talk to people with different opinions. They don't talk to people from different backgrounds.
That is the blessing and the curse of the internet. It allows you to find people with the same opinions as you, similar opinions to you. And what you do with that is, well, it comes down to who you are as a person, really.
Yeah.
You need to talk to people with different opinions. You need to meet
need
new
to
people,
have,
because
like,
sometimes
more
you
of an
figure out you're wrong on
understanding.
some things, and you can also teach others through things that maybe you knew that they didn't. It's just all about talking.
Is it
I
bad to
guess.
say that if you're not if you are not an understanding person, that your life is gonna become really, really difficult as the years go by? Because we're like, people are being whatever gender they want. They are, losing. They are getting, body modifications and things like that. And there are people who
Is
are
it
just
that
like,
time to
bro,
get
that's
canceled
cool.
already? Okay, let's talk about gender.
No, but
let's
you know
not
what I
talk
mean.
about,
Like,
let's not bring gender up.
Fuck
Please, God,
women,
no.
dude.
no, I'm not saying.
I'm
I'm
ready.
just
I got
saying,
my
like,
boxing gloves.
isn't it a thing of like, if you're like living in the old ways, kind of, it's gonna become really hard to live as, like, it's 2021. What's happened so far, I don't know, but it's like, again, there's loads of genders, there's loads of like, all these old stereotypes are being completely fucking washed away, and so the people who who grew up with these thoughts are now kind of being tested, and so it's, if they're really, really fucking like serious and, again, like really devout to what they think, it's gonna be really hard for them to live in the year that they are living in.
Well, both sides can go too far. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Both sides can go too far.
It's what happens when you identify with like an ideology, and you can't make yourself an ideology or like identify yourself with a team. You need to be an individual first.
Some people don't want to change at all, which is a problem in itself, and other people want to change too much, which is also a problem. You need to find a balance, and that's where I believe most of this conflict we've seen over the last decade has come from.
Pretty much.
On that note, I'm gonna become black.
Bro, I'm already white as fuck. I can't do anything. I'm sorry.
Do we want to change the subject just before we get severely fucking cancelled?
Yeah, I was gonna say, we went really deep into just Donald Trump being banned, and then we switched to so much other shit.
This happens a lot on the podcast.
It does. It's great, but do we want to change to something a bit more lighthearted?
I
to
say we
finish
get
off?
away from
Woz,
Twitter.
I'm throwing the ball to you.
We get away from, bro. I got some filler topics, bro. Guys, 2020. Let's see. We all know takeout was like the top thing, right? They were like, you fucking call them, they deliver, or you go wait outside.
Dude, no contact delivery is the fucking best.
Let's see if you guys can guess the most taked out food.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Nope.
Chicken. Just chicken in
Nope.
general.
Bro, I'm
Nope.
guessing Chinese food.
Chinese food. Chinese
Yeah.
food was the most.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me though. Chinese is good.
Dude,
I love Chinese.
It's fire, dude.
Why
It's
is China
so
always
good.
winning?
Dude, Chinese food is... Dude, I used to shun Panda Express because I was told it was really bad. I think it's so good.
I think, yeah. I've never had it because I don't think we've got one
I'm
in
not
the
that big
in
into
the UK.
Chinese food, sadly.
I like
I do like Chinese food. I like General Chow, and then like...
black pepper squid.
Oh, dude, sushi? Fuck. Sushi's good.
I do
Bro, I
like
just
Kung
like
Pao
me a
chicken,
chow
but I don't know
mein.
if that counts.
I don't know about
You
you.
eat
lot.
sushi? Do you guys eat sushi?
Yeah.
I like
man.
sushi.
I,
Sushi's
I, I
alright.
love
I
a bit
like
of
sushi.
sushi.
Sadly.
Oh, dude,
The only
sushi's
issue
fire.
is the sushi we get here is, shop bought garbage because it's, there's no actual places that make it, and it's like, oh.
Really?
Yeah, like in the town that I'm living in, I was like trying to find somewhere because in school I had like a weird thing of like I just like loved watching food videos, and I still do, but like the ones that are like, amazing food from around the world, blah blah blah. It was this guy making like a giant palette almost. It looked like a painting palette because of all the colors and stuff of just sushi and like seafood and that kind of stuff. And I was like, I want some of that like now because that looks so good. And I tried searching up like anywhere that was in the town or within the county. There's no.
It's the same.
Literally,
it's the same here.
It's sad though, because
Yeah,
culture's fire, dude. Japanese culture, dude. Oh,
Let's go to Japan.
Dude, I love Japanese culture. It's so
bro,
cool.
I swear, Japan and China are gonna be like. I swear, they are like turning into the kind of cyberpunk, futuristic-esque kind of places that they want to be. Like Japan has a fucking Gundam. They have a giant, 80-foot robot. They have no reason for it, but you know what? Japan just does what the fuck Japan does because they just have it standing around somewhere. I think it's in Tokyo, but like
That's why I think gamers are the best. Doesn't matter where you're from. All gamers together.
rise the fuck up
We will
and
rise
salute
up.
to your fellow gamer.
Well,
We're gonna take over the world. You just wait.
Oh, dude, I can't
All those
wait.
fucking normies, we'll get rid of them.
you all sound
I
like
can't-
virgins to me.
Thanks, Moo. You also play games, so it's kind of.
I do, but I don't consider
Lou,
myself.
you played Battlefront 2. That's all I need.
Yeah, but I don't.
played
I don't
Among Us.
consider myself
You're
a
already
fucking
gamer.
gamer though. I just play games for fun.
You are a gamer.
But you
fine.
are
You
one.
have an Apis show.
Yeah, but it's
What the fuck?
Apis has got nothing to do with video games. Apis is just topics I
Come
find
on.
interesting. That's all it is.
Wait, hang on.
You
You
know
had
where the
that thing
genre comes
You had
from.
that thing of finding terrible games, so in that matter, you would know what a good game is like.
Well, no,
In
it's
ergo,
not hard.
you are a
I
gamer.
just get sent shitty horror games every Halloween, and I play one because people want me to.
Oh,
they
is
just
that
like
every
what?
Halloween.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
people
what
just
that
enjoy
is.
watching me get angry at video games, so I
Okay,
made it
never
a
mind.
thing.
Then I have seen it. I said I'd never saw it, but then I didn't know it was the horror games you played. I have seen those. Never mind. I was like, what the hell is Apis? Or whatever. it
Bro,
was
it's
called.
a barrel of piss.
It's another pointless internet series.
So, going from the internet kind of gamer thing, what the fuck happened around the Call Me Carson lunch club
Dude,
thing?
feels bad.
Oh
Bro.
dear. Well, Woz, you know a lot about this. Do you want to explain
Okay,
this one? You probably
let
know
me
better than
explain
us.
what happened. So,
Carson Poopy.
call me Carson. Just talking to an underage woman. We already seen the story with like me, Neil Ad, and all them.
Yeah.
But my problem is, I don't know why he's getting canceled for that. Like, the age difference was not that bad. It was a 17 and a 19-year-old.
Clarify
Age
it.
difference is like 3. No, it's 2 years.
We mentioned this last podcast, and one point I do want to re-say from last podcast, just very quickly, is a lot of people have been calling Carson a pedophile. Just want to put it
Which he
very,
is
very
not.
quickly on record that, yeah, exactly, he's not a fucking pedophile.
He is
not
not.
in the slightest.
There is a
not at
2-year
all.
age gap.
Well, yeah, at the time that these conversations were going on, Carson was, I believe, 19 years old. Correct me if
Yep.
I'm wrong. And this woman
right.
was 17.
Absolutely.
17.
So it's a reasonable age gap. For example, there's 4 years between my parents. Obviously, they met when they were a lot older, but it still applies a little bit of context. But as well, for example, in the United Kingdom, the age of consent is 16, and the Republic of Ireland, where I currently live, the age of consent is 17. So legally, it's not pedophilia. Now, ethically is more of the question: should he have been using his YouTube fame and subscribers to get into some person's messages? That's a different debate, but he's definitely not a pedophile.
Oh god, no. I think the issue with the using his platform is it's kind of a two-way thing where on one side, yes, he's talking to a fan, and he's only found this person by being who he is, this internet personality. But then on the other side, it's really, really fucking hard to like find an actual relationship when you are like an internet personality or a celebrity or whatever, because if you do get in a relationship with someone, they're only if they are anyone who knows you, they are only going to know you for your videos and stuff like that, and it's
Well,
going to be like, do they
It's not just that they know them. I think it was that she's a
Yeah.
fan, like a straight up fan. Like I know of Call Me Carson, but I'm not really a big fan of his. I don't have a problem with him. I'm just not I didn't watch him. I never did. He just showed up in stuff that I watched with other people. But like the fact that she was an actual fan, I think that's why people are upset. people who know the story, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who think he actually is a pedophile, which
He's
he is
not.
not at all.
That's the problem with words like pedophile. Like words like pedophile and rapist have got extremely bad, notations that go with them. If you throw those kind of words into the mix, even if like in Carson's case, for example, he's obviously not a pedophile, but the word has been thrown into the mix, and so it's never going to go. It's always going to leave that stain.
The girl who, the person in question who he was in whatever's with, they like were doing, on Twitter, gotta put everything on Twitter. They put in like, I don't know, I think it's a CW content warning or something like that. Some kind of trigger warning thing, and it said pedophilia.
Yeah.
But then, like, I think it was like a week or, a few days later, they said, oh, I just want to clarify that I used the wrong word. Even though you said, you've clarified, people will see that first tweet, and they will judge everything on that one thing.
Exactly.
It's so scary. It's
is.
so freaky.
People can't
Yeah,
be
people
bothered.
just aren't fucked to do their own research. They will just take things at face value.
And you can't blame them, because not everyone's invested in it. You're scrolling through Twitter and you just see that. Like, I was at work when this happened, and my dad doesn't use anything. He has a Yahoo mail.
What a legend.
I was in his office and I saw a notification popped up about Call Me Carson. It said possible pedophile. It's shit like that where my dad doesn't know who he is. He doesn't.
And that's
do
all.
any
And
of
that's
that,
the only impression
but
of the situation he gets. Yeah.
That's all he sees. He just goes, "Oh, okay, that's who Call Me Carson."
Yeah.
is."
Well,
all.
that's awful. That's awful.
Do you know what's actually quite sad is I think the actual reason everyone got like mad is not obviously it was like mostly probably the fact that everyone was calling him a pedophile and stuff like that, but I think it was partly, if anyone, you guys know Jay Schlatt, right? He was like talking about the behind the scenes stuff, and it was like Carson's mental health started decreasing and stuff like that, and then he started saying he's gonna delete everything. He basically was kind of off his fucking head, and what ended up happening was he announced that he'd done this with a fan. He'd exchanged whatever, and then he said he hated this person that he used to be and stuff like that, and that he was gonna change and everything like that. And then whilst he was acting this way, all his friends realized that he hasn't changed at all, and this person that he said he hated, he's still being behind the scenes, in messages or whatever. So I think it's more of I don't know, is it like a lying thing? I don't know, pathological.
But one thing I
lying,
want to ask quickly, because you mentioned something there that kind of just made me think this: were nudes sent between these two people?
I believe so. I think it was either nudes or like. Well, yeah, it had to be nudes.
No, it
'cause-
was nudes.
Okay, well that's
Like,
that's
both
kind
of
of bad
them.
then, because she's 17. That is underage porn. So
Yeah.
that's kind of fucked. That's kind of fucked.
Legally that is wrong, but as like
Well,
2
no, legally
years-
it's wrong, and that's kind of where I draw the line on it, I suppose. But like,
Yeah.
I can't really defend that then. But I was like, this will sound stupid now, but I was going to say, other than that, before hearing that, I'm willing to defend him. I don't think he deserves to be cancelled, and I still don't think he deserves to be fully cancelled. But he needs to be held accountable, certainly for that. But again, the way this was all brought to light was really bad.
What's funny, Moo, is just then, like, the same thing that happened with the tweet of the girl saying the wrong thing and stuff like that is the same thing that would just happen now. Is like your opinion completely changed from like one thing changing, if you know what I mean. Like that's crazy.
Well, that's how information.
It depends on the
works.
context, exactly. If nudes hadn't been sent, then yeah, they just flirted a bit. They were both
They were
interested in
fucking-
one another. That's fair enough. But I mean, even if she did, well, I suppose there's another question of did he ask for them or did she send them, and that's something we'll likely never know. But that
I don't think we know.
exactly, we'll never know that. But that would also, really apply to the context as well. Because if he asked them, that makes it a lot worse. If she sent them of her own free will or instigated it, that does make it slightly better. There's loads of different factors to it, but I still don't think he deserves to be cancelled. I'm with Woz on this one. I think he's.
I think it also gets a lot worse when it's like he also sent something, so it must have been a kind of a two-way thing, if you know what I mean, like, because if it wasn't, and he just received this thing and was like, oh, okay, I've just received this from a fan, blah blah blah. It's it's a lot different, weirdly.
No, I'm pretty sure it's confirmed, like back and forth.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, If it was
okay.
something like just he'd received it, then it would be, entirely different. But it's not.
Well, this is why you shouldn't engage in stuff like that with
Bro,
fans.
this is why you should just stay single forever and die alone.
Well, no, engage
Well, just
engage
date
with
someone
fans.
that
if you,
isn't a fan.
well, engage with fans if you want, by all means. Just make sure
but
that
just
they're
not
over
in a-
18. Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like,
I can agree with
the
that.
only problem with this entire situation is that this woman in question was 17. If she'd been 18 and he'd been 20, same age gap, and this came to light, no one would give a fuck. I certainly wouldn't.
Yeah.
See, that's why I waited till Woz was 18 before I sent him dick pics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Groomed the fuck out of this kid over here.
And you know what? I liked it.
Wait, what?
Felt pretty.
Hold on. I like how we're canceling Carson on dating or talking to someone 2 years younger. But wasn't there a fucking TikTok star that was fucking a 13-year-old?
Yeah, apparently she got pregnant by
Yeah,
it
that's
too,
not
or
okay.
whatever.
That's not okay.
No, that's...
Like, why are we not canceling this bitch? She was literally like,
I think
I
she
hope
is
I'm not
cancelled.
pregnant. Gross.
Oh, it was a girl?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right, here's my double standard. Hey, little man.
Yeah, my guy.
Hey, he do be packing,
Don't worry,
bro.
she'll get what
Let's
she
go.
deserves, but like you got what you deserve. Bud.
Hey.
She's
I'm
not.
kidding,
She's
I'm
not
kidding,
getting
I'm kidding.
canceled.
This is only joke. Do not cancel.
Long story short, pedophilia. Ew. But some
Not
things
okay.
like Carson isn't a pedophile. Man.
No, he's not a pedophile. He's
long
just
story
fucked
short.
up.
I also
Carson's
don't think he was grooming. I don't think he was grooming because he did not have that many subscribers back in 2019, early 2019.
How many did he have?
It was only a power dynamic.
He had
like
like 19,000.
right?
Okay, right.
Yeah, like around 20.
Damn, he
Well, it-
blew up over like
So,
a
like-
fucking series of months, and Jesus.
I know. He got really big.
Well, here's the thing. He's certainly fucked up, and he needs to be held accountable for that fuck up. But
Yeah.
do I...
Well, he's the one who came out with this info.
Yeah, he told his friends like, I don't want to do this anymore.
He also told people in a public Discord like, I did in fact do this. So he's the one who brought it to light.
I guess at least he's
Right?
facing up to it.
Well, at least he's facing up to his fuck up, and that's what I mean. He needs to be held accountable for his fuck up. But do I believe that this mistake is deserving of his entire career destroyed? No, I don't. Now, if it were
No.
now, just again, big fucking preface here. Carson's not a pedophile. Carson's not groomed anyone. But if he had, then yes, his career deserves to be gone for good. But he hasn't, and I think he's made a severe fuck up, and he deserves to be held accountable for it. But it doesn't mean that his entire career should be destroyed. I don't think it should.
I'm gonna say something. Can someone correct me? Would it count as No, it's not. I was gonna say, would it count as consensual stuff if it was sent from two ways, or is it just completely fucked over because she was underage?
I believe
She was
I
underage.
believe it's called statutory rape, which is where someone under the age consents, but she's still underage. So it's considered.
Yeah.
It's called statutory rape, or at least it is in the UK, I believe.
Fucking
Um,
hell.
I mean, 19 is not even a man either. That's still just a kid. I feel
Yeah, I was
like it
gonna
sucks.
say, if
It
you have
does
teen
suck.
in your age, you're not an adult. That you are a teenager.
Dude, I'm 23. I don't feel like an adult.
Bro, you're like 7.
I'm nearly 22. I don't feel an adult either.
Yeah, you're both toddlers still. Don't worry. But like,
Bro, I'm younger than both of you. What are you talking
You're
yeah,
about?
19,
I'm younger
yeah.
than both of you.
You better watch yourself,
still feel
Was.
like I'm in
you better
high school.
you better watch yourself, Was. 19.
Bro,
Bro, you're gonna turn
Bro.
out like both of them mixed into one. You better wear that
Ooh.
helmet all the time.
this is why I'll never show my face. I'm just kidding.
Same.
If you show your face, you'll become a pedophile. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
you die a hero, or you live long enough to become a
It's
villain.
because they did face reveals. That's why they're all pedophiles. Yo, but what happened with Meanie Lad? Was he just like literally grooming someone?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Two
the situation
girls.
there.
Multiple. Mini lad.
28.
He did
Oh, no,
not talk
26.
about it. He avoided the thing, and he tried to come back, and people were still like, "Nah, you can't just not bring
Dude,
it up."
oh.
Yeah.
And then he fled America. He moved back to Europe after this
I don't know
happened,
why.
so
he
he
could have
couldn't
just
go to
switched
jail.
states.
Yeah,
Could
that's
have
a
just gone to the
different
state with the Romeo. No,
You can't switch states. Still broke the law.
But with the mini lad thing, it's like 10 times worse because he's like 26. So he's obviously got way like he's gone through he's had a longer life. So he's 100%.
How old were the girls?
One was like 15 and the other was 16, I think.
Oh fuck me.
That's bad.
Yeah, so-
disgusting.
The thing that I don't get it, what is with people on like YouTube and stuff and just targeting young people, bro? There's like there's like 10 billion people on Earth.
Gross.
My guy,
It's so
fuck
gross.
someone who
Yeah,
is
it's
above
fucking
the
weird.
age range of a fucking Minecraft YouTuber. Come on, it is not that
I
hard.
would never date anyone like younger than
Bro,
me.
this is why I'm
I
gonna
never
stay
dated
single.
anybody younger than me until I was like 21, and then I dated my current girlfriend, and she's only like 2 years younger than me. So
She's only like
that's
2.
as far as I'll go.
That's the thing. I'd never go below 2 years as well. I was gonna say.
Now, one night stands with 19-year-old boys like Woz, you know,
Fuck it, bruh.
stuff happens.
Bro, Woz is 19, bro. I need to.
We have lots of sex.
I'm
That's what I'm trying to
18,
say.
what
Let's
the fuck?
move
Yeah,
on.
penis
Why is
is
everyone calling me
great.
19? Gabe and Jordan thought I was 19. I'm 18, bro.
Yeah, he's 42.
Wait, fuck, you're 18? I thought you were 19.
You're 18?
I'm 18.
Yeah, voices do stuff. To
I thought you were
people.
19.
How
Bloody
old do you
hell.
guys
July
think I am?
29th, 2002.
I think
I'm
you
18.
guys know how old I am.
So
but
were
how
you
old do I sound?
17 when we fucked?
No, it was on my birthday. That's
Okay.
why we fucked.
Good enough for the record.
Oh shit, did we do it before?
I love that you've both just saved the pretend fuck that you had. Like, oh, just to be clear, when we pretended to have sex, it was all legal.
What do you mean pretend?
Whoa. Wait, I need to ask actually, based on Woz's apparent thing, how old do I sound?
You sound about 18.
You sound like
You
you're
sound about 18.
7.
Sick.
You sound a little bit younger.
To be
than
fair, I'm on the
18,
same
in
year as
opinion.
my 18th birthday, so you know, that's kind of going for me. That's kind
If you go by that
Oh.
logic, I'm 24. Don't.
of... Ew.
I like being 23.
Woz is
I
19.
was born on a leap year, so I'm 4.
So you technically
old.
don't exist.
What?
Being born
Wait,
on a leap
guys,
Just
I'm
mark.
I'm technically 18. Send me dick pics.
Bro, now we can
Bro,
fuck.
we can
Your
fuck.
audience is gonna flood your DMs.
Dude,
with
I
dick
can't
pics
wait
now.
to
Good
come to the
grief.
US and I'm just going to get absolutely throttled because I'm going to be 18 and I'm going to be ready to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Well,
With a parachute.
we need to fucking wrap this up at some point, boys. We're
Bro,
already...
You're like Alex
Cyberpunk.
Jones on Joe Rogan going like, we need to go 4 hours, Joe. And Joe's like, all right, let's do it. They made the longest podcast ever. It
Dude,
was like
how
4
fast
hours
do you
and
reckon
30
we can
minutes.
get through a cyberpunk topic?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Oh shit.
Pretty sure people's tired of Cyberpunk.
To be fair, it's our first podcast
I
in a
don't
while.
think
We could
Cyberpunk
make
is
it a
interesting.
bit longer. If people want to talk about Cyberpunk briefly, I don't care. But
It's
Well,
it's because
I don't know if we gotta do the 1 hour deadline every time. We can always shoot for it, but if we're like still talking about something, we can finish it out, right?
Dude, by the time we finish this conversation, we'll hit the deadline.
I was gonna say when we first did it, Woz had so many points like he wanted to talk about, and he just never got a chance to.
No, I just have filler. No, I don't want to talk about them, but if we wanted to, if we needed filler, I have filler comments.
Well, do you
They're
have
pretty
something you wanna
interesting
talk
too.
about?
I have one that's weird.
Bring it up.
we'll finish on that then. Fuck it.
A face app is there's a face app being developed
Oh.
that will
All right, shut
tell
the
your
fuck up. This is
political.
the end of the podcast. All right, guys, thank you for watching. No, I'm kidding.
Bro, just fuck you.
What were you saying?
Bro, he died.
He left the call.
What happened? So there's a face app that can tell your political standing by your face
That's
expression.
bollocks.
No way.
That's
Bro, that's
bollocks.
gonna be impossible
Yeah,
for
I'm
me
like-
because my
No.
face is always a smile.
No way.
I'm not even
No
joking
way.
right now.
That's
I'm not
bullshit.
joking.
That could not
I'm not
possibly
joking.
work.
What
Send
if
me
you
the name.
don't?
I need to
I
know
am
what my
not joking.
What
political
if you don't
standing
care
is because
about
I have no
politics?
idea
Does it
myself.
just kill you?
I don't have the thing, but there's also a $90 dog collar that when it barks, it'll tell you its emotion.
That's weird.
Again, bollocks.
That's
just
a scam.
weird. Yeah, that just sounds like Kickstarter shite.
I was gonna, yeah, Kickstarter.
There's no way.
Yeah, that's
Dude, move,
dodgy.
new series
real.
for you.
Well, no, iDubbbz has already done it.
Oh shit, true.
Why is this like crinkling through his paper of topics? We just like crossed off
Fuck.
2 right away, and he's
Fuck.
like, "Fuck, we'll go to the next one."
God, I need to find more. Oh, I do have another one. Disney is now closed. Disney's closed now.
Good.
Wait, what?
It's closed. You can't go to Disney anymore.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
For people that bought the passports for like
As
to
in
go,
Disneyland
you know,
or just
infinitely.
what?
Disney in general, all of them.
You mean
What the
Disney? All the Disney.
You mean the
worlds,
parks?
bro?
All the parks
Come
are
on.
closed.
Okay. I thought you were
Oh,
just
that's what
meant,
I
like
meant.
they stopped. They're
They
done.
went out of business. They went out of business. Corona killed them. No, they closed. They were going on for a little bit during COVID, and then they stopped it. And they're going to try to make it a super center to get the vaccine.
Oh, fair play to him.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Bro.
quite good.
Rudolph fucking Disney or whatever his name was. he was
Walt.
racist. Oh yeah, Walt.
Where the fuck did you get Rudolph from, you utter brain?
Bro, I've blanked out.
There's
from,
only one person
You know, at the,
named Rudolph.
you know, at the start of every single fucking Disney movie ever, they show that big thing called Walt Disney Studios.
Productions.
Yeah. So where the fuck did you get Rudolph from, you daft bugger?
Bro, we had Christmas, and no one gave a shit about it, but I was still in spirit, so I ended up throwing my mom down the stairs on Christmas Day and said, "Give me presents, bitch."
This is
But
such.
then she
this
was
is brain
like,
dead.
"Rudolph," and I was like, "That's lit."
Back to the facial recognition. Researchers have created a machine learning system that they claim can determine a person's political party with reasonable accuracy based on only their face.
Claims
That's
are as good as
bollocks. Again,
opinions,
can
they
I try
try
I think that's bollocks. I don't see how that can work. Like, the two things just don't compute. Your face.
The
like,
thing is, though,
you can
that
pull
would be
different
so
facial
stereotyped.
expressions. That would surely, skew the results.
Isn't that racist? In a way.
I know, right? I was white. I'm white, right?
Yeah.
And it kept giving me Republican. That was weird.
That
The thing
Like,
is,
are you
though,
joking?
Couldn't that be like really?
because that'd be
fucked
super
over
sus.
From like
I'm joking,
different
but
states,
I'm joking,
people
but apparently
look
it's really
Dude,
racist.
can you imagine if twins had this had completely different
Can I
ones?
download this right now?
I don't think
Since I'm
so.
black now, I should be like, I don't know, Wakandan.
I'm looking for the link. I'm down to try it, but I can't find it. It's just
If that's true, then like if I know it's gonna be a weird thing, but gambling and like having the poker face kind of thing, that completely like gets rid of that whole thing of you can't tell someone's mind from their
Unless
face.
if they're basing it off your race.
Well, exactly. If you pull a different
Yeah.
facial expression, theoretically that would entirely skew the results. I just don't see how that works. Your facial expression and a certain belief concerning politics, like, they just don't compute. They just don't.
Dude, I don't care for politics. All I know is, bro, life has been good. 2021 is gonna be lit, and I hope you guys.
But what Woz was suggesting, it's not based off facial expressions. It's just looking at your face. So maybe it
Oh,
doesn't
so
matter
that's
what facial
garbage.
expression you're making. I'm theorizing along with him that perhaps they're not looking at your facial expression. They're looking at your color, like what pigment you are.
yeah, maybe. But I'm pretty sure if you make like a fucking ugly ass face, it'll like give you liberal or something. I don't know.
I don't know what these mean.
Some racist shit.
You heard it here first, folks. A Crackpots podcast exclusive. Liberals are fucking ugly.
If you're orange, it'll give you Republican instantly. Who said that?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You're gay.
I don't know what
I don't know where that
party
came
I
from.
am.
I'm sorry.
I don't think I have a party. There's a lot
Wait,
of good
who's
things
having a
in every
party?
single one, but there's a lot of bad things in every single one.
The Republicans.
No
Republican-
political
Oh,
party
dude,
involved.
I just said I don't care for politics, so why would I consider
Me neither.
myself
I really don't
harmful?
give a shit about politics. I thought it was weird that a fucking app can tell your face.
That sounds
If
like a
anything-
scam to me. I wouldn't
I
trust
wanna-
that.
I would try it, but I'd be scared that it's actually just logging my facial data.
Well, that's the thing. It's probably just data mining. I
Bro,
wouldn't go near
Bitcoin.
that.
Dude, have you guys seen how much Bitcoin's worth? Holy fuck. If you guys can mine, like, a couple Bitcoin, just send it your boy's way, because,
I'd rather mine some diamonds.
mine.
Kind of want to buy shares. I want to buy shares from Tesla. That's what I want to do.
Dude, I love Elon Musk. His Twitter is perfect. He's literally so, like, he's doing what a
I would
lot of
vote-
other billionaires can't really say they're doing. He's being, like,
Are you gonna get
I would vote
Neuralink?
for
relatable
Elon
and stuff
Musk.
like that. No. Bro,
Why?
I don't know. What?
is
Elon's a
Neuralink?
genius.
It's
Just
some
do it.
fucking brain shit, but apparently it blew up a pig's head or some shit.
It's not done yet. Get version 2. That's what I'm doing.
Bro, I'm not
you know, like
getting
when the
a
iPhone came out and the
version. I'm
second
not
one came
getting
out. That's what I'm doing.
If Elon tried out for president, I would vote
Oh
for him.
fuck, dude! I
yes.
think everyone would, cause he's going to Mars. He's going to.
I'd be fine
How
with
long would it take
stoicism,
get
to
to
be
Mars?
honest. If he
Have
took
him the
over, I'm just
president
like,
of
I'm gonna
Mars.
stay this way.
Are we gonna? Okay, hold on. If we make a society on Mars, are we gonna have like a president there,
Wait,
like a leader of that
Oh.
area?
I just thought.
I don't know how that works.
If you're going to have a society on Mars, your biggest problem first is establishing
Dude.
time, because Mars has a different orbit.
There's a
to Earth.
scientific way they've calculated that, though.
Well, you've got Mars time, so you'd have to equate TV shows and things like that to
Can
Mars
you guys
time.
Well, they're
imagine?
8 minutes behind on communication.
In the future, when like I don't know, you go into school or something. Oh, where I don't know, you're at the airport or some shit. Oh, what race are you? I'm a Martian. How fucking cool
that'd
would
be
that
That
be?
would
sick.
be fucking
And then
awesome.
I don't know, Earth people. Where are you? What are you? I'm an idiot.
America.
I'm American. welcome to Mars.
We're actually gonna be like, we're Chinese. Come on,
You could be Earth American or Earth Martian, theoretically.
Dude,
China
should make
will
a
take
sky
over.
bridge.
can
Don't
you
worry.
imagine? That shit's gotta be fucking cool. Like,
Being a Martian?
no, but like just the idea of like, oh, where are you? What? Imagine asking instead of what country, what planet? What planet are you from?
Or moon?
Yeah,
I'm from Uranus.
bro,
from
I'm
Uranus.
from fucking Titan. I'm fucking Thanos.
Isn't Titan a moon?
Yeah, it's.
Yes, it's one of Jupiter's moons.
Oh, I thought it was one of Saturn's.
It might be, actually.
Yeah, it
Fuck,
is.
have I got that wrong?
I only remember from Destiny that it was like.
Saturn has 64 moons.
Yeah, it has a fuck ton of moons. Cause
Let me check this quickly.
I hope I'm right.
Yeah, cause
Come on.
no.
Fingers crossed. How many moons does
We
Saturn
should
have?
we should add 5 more.
Moons?
Titan is the moon of Saturn.
We should
yeah,
add
I
5
correct.
more moons
I-
to whatever planet has 64.
Wait,
Ooh.
cause I remember
That'd be
seeing
sick.
what
Our
69.
galaxy would have more RAM.
My
you know
God,
the
this is
planet
so
that's
stupid.
literally all water in Destiny 2. What planet is that, or was that?
It's Titan.
Yeah,
it's Titan.
dude.
It's
Because
all
you can see Saturn if you like look up. Holy shit, dude! Destiny taught me well.
They be sciencing.
Bro, they do be braining. Hang on, how the fuck do we know that
Okay.
there's 56 moons in Saturn, but we don't know if there's a fucking
64.
megalodon inside the ocean? That's scary.
We don't know
I like
shit about our
Megalodons
ocean.
died out 15
no, but
I
million
like how
years
we
ago.
know how many moons there are, but people are still. Is the Earth flat? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real though.
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
brain dead.
dumb.
You know, like the thing of like we know more about what's in space. You know, the big black fucking void that is. We know more about space and off world than we do our own like waters, our own oceans. And
I know
stuff.
why. Do you want me? I can elaborate.
It's because of the if we go too like low into the water, it just like
Yeah.
crushes us.
It's easier to work in areas that have less pressure, like the vacuum of space, than it is to like go somewhere like deep into Jupiter or just
With
under our
extreme
It's
ocean.
also
pressure.
it's also the deeper you go, the hotter it gets, and you would that'd be a toasty journey if you're going because you're
Well, it's hard
getting
to
closer
build
to
anything
like
that
the
could
crust
sustain
of
that.
the Earth.
Like it'd crush you.
Oh yeah, you would literally just be tin can. Dog
It's the
food.
same thing if you bring a fish from up here as if we went into space. There's not enough pressure to hold us together. We don't have that whole atmosphere weighing on you. Like it's weighing on you right now, holding you together. Without it,
Oh, yeah.
you'll fall apart
'Cause
and evaporate.
Isn't it in like space fuckers? You know, the people who are in like the space station. They have to do like months or like weeks of like therapy just to walk again and stuff like that because they're not used. They're like your bones like are really far apart.
Oh,
or
that's
some
just due to
shit.
gravity. But
I forgot
yeah.
how it works, but space is fucking cool, man. I can't wait to
I
become
love
a
space. We could
traveler.
have a whole episode about space at some point. I fucking love talking about space.
Dude, I want to be on for that episode.
If we go into space now, we'll literally break Joe Rogan's fucking record of
bro,
longest
do you want to do it? That'd be a really good comeback.
No, absolutely
what's your
not.
favorite part about
absolutely
space?
not. Do you have any idea how long this is going to take me to
Uh,
fucking
Fucking
Waz, don't listen to our
leaving the
dad.
solar
Don't listen to the
system.
chaperone. What's your
Yeah, but
favorite
it's
part
gonna
about
be a worth
space?
it episode.
Black holes.
calling me a
It
fucking
looks so
chaperone?
interesting.
It's going to take me hours to edit.
Black holes look crazy, dude. I'd be so down to drive into one.
Did you know
I just love that.
actually
Fucking
spheres?
Elon Musk's there, bro. Who's willing to just fly a Tesla into a black hole? Was me.
Black holes are weird because they look like flat holes, but they're still suns, the same like size, and they're the same like shape, like a giant sphere. But they're just really black, so black that it looks flat. It's so weird, dude. It's so crazy, and light doesn't escape it. Ah,
Dude,
God,
it's
it's so cool.
it's scary that like it's really freaky, but it's also quite amazing that black holes have such a high gravity like thing that anything that goes near it just kind of tears apart slowly.
Oh, dude.
It has enough
I tell you
energy;
what's
it
another-
fuels itself.
I know, dude. And it expands more and more every day, dude. Sooner or later, a black hole's gonna kill us all.
Oh,
One day,
fuck,
far,
bro!
but one
I was
day.
not hoping to get
Tomorrow.
more fucking anxiety and
Hopefully.
depression.
Yo, but hold on. Let me help you real quick, all of
Can you
you.
help me with the fucking editing?
He's not even talking about space. I'm like, move, don't worry, I got you. Let's say the sun blew up. We would not be able to tell until like 3 million
No,
years.
if the sun blew up, it would take about 8 minutes.
Yeah, not 3 million years.
Yeah.
Oh, 8 minutes.
We're pretty
okay,
close
well,
to the
the
sun.
fucking
Yeah,
thing.
the
A
sun's
black
too
hole's like
close.
how long far
However,
away?
the sun will turn into a black hole, but it's gonna be in millions of fucking
It's-
years.
More.
Well, no, it's going to be another 5 billion years before it goes supernova.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we
That
don't
one.
know, really, because we'll all be fucking dead.
But how long have we been here already?
14.
Years, isn't it like?
No, that's
4.6.
universe. Sorry.
4.6 billion. 4.6 billion for the
Yo,
planet,
'cause of
and
light.
13.4 for the
This
universe.
fucking
How do we know that?
Analyzing ice and oxygen particles, you can see how old they are. So, like, when ice is over Antarctica and they mine it and they take it out, they're able to figure out how old the oxygen that was trapped in the ice actually is, like during dinosaur times and shit. It sounds crazy. I watched a video on trying to learn how to figure out how old stuff is. And the reason we know how old the universe is because of light. We literally saw the birth of the universe because if you take a telescope, you look at it, you can see it because it takes about 14 million years for that light to travel to where we are right now.
14 billion.
Fire.
14 billion. I don't know what I said. Is that what I said?
Do you think
Fuck me.
humanity will be here in a million years?
I'll still be here in a million fucking years editing this bloody podcast. We're at
I think
80
we'll be
minutes.
gone. Maybe somewhere else. We'll take all the resources off this planet.
there's a you know, just in like, I don't know, let's go for China. There's a billion people in China alone.
That's fucking crazy.
So like, you know, like there's 100% gonna be at least a few million people.
There's
That is
gonna be
at
a lot of
least.
bitches.
I 100% like think that we're gonna get to like you know, like 10, 11 billion, and that's when like, oh, we're colonizing the moon, Mars. I don't know. We're gonna find a way to fucking colonize Jupiter.
That's why I
We're
want to
centuries
live
away
for
from
so
that, I
long,
think.
dude.
Your mom's
I want to
ain't.
be able
That's
to
not
see
going to
that
happen
stuff.
in our lifetime.
No, but you know what I mean. I do see that being like the thing. It's gonna be like,
It has to
alright,
happen.
so we've got too many people. For now, you know, a lot of people have unfortunately passed away due to the pandemic. But I do see, you know, in the future when like, you know, Big Elon has done his fucking Mars. You know, he's colonized Mars pretty much. You know, there's people living over there. They're all vibing and shit. I do see that, you know, oh, how many people are on Earth? 11 billion. Alright, we're gonna send 1 billion to, I don't know, fucking Jupiter. Let's plan this whole thing out. How long's it gonna take? Oh, it's gonna take a few years. Brilliant. You know what I mean? Like, I do see that kind of thing happening because of how advanced we are getting every... I'm gonna say day.
I think we're all
because-
hopefully going to die before any of that happens.
I want to
No,
see it,
well, that's
though.
depressing. Bro, I'm trying to be fucking positive here. God damn.
If you've been watching this podcast, you know that my job is not to be positive. It's to be an angry bastard.
Oh,
and
okay.
That
villain.
is true.
All right. Yeah, I forgot you're old. So
Fuck
but
off.
yeah, but can you imagine like how old are you again? 40
I'm
something?
22 in April.
It's 48.
Fucking hell.
Thanks, Woz.
Where did it all go wrong?
Yeah, but are we in like the middle? Like in the past, they were fucking riding horses. We're driving cars. In the future, they're gonna be flying cars, probably.
They said that in the
No.
80s, though. I doubt there's ever going to be flying.
Yeah,
boats.
but-
Elon Musk is making tubes. We are going in tubes.
Futurama!
Dude, that's fucking crazy. Futurama's gonna be real. Can't wait.
Oh, Hypnotoad, I cannot wait.
All glory to the Hypnotoad. Okay, do you guys like Woz is good? No, not Woz. Moo's gonna have a fucking seizure if we go above 23
He's freaking
minutes.
out right now.
Oh,
All I'm saying is we're at an hour and 23 minutes. We usually do 60 minutes, and that takes me about 5 hours to edit.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
is everybody so much younger than
Why is everybody so much younger than me?
Why is makeup so mean and poopy?
Hi, sisters. Hi, sisters.
James.
hi, sister.
James.
James.
Hi,
Hi,
sister
sister.
James.
Dude, I can imagine Moo's face right now. He's like, what the
Are we
fuck
canceling
kind of-
this or what?
Thank you for watching the Krakpots podcast. We've been the Krakpots, and we have Mallow.
I've been Mr.
Go
Mallow.
to Mallow's Twitch. Go to all his links in the description. Please, he's been a wonderful guest.
They're not gonna
Good
add
friend of
them,
the show.
but, like-
Mallow, do you have
Thanks for coming
anything
on.
you want to tell people before you go?
Of course, man. It's been awesome talking to you guys, like, for
It's
ages.
been nice not to be the only British person for once, so I appreciate it.
I mean, I'm an Aussie, but I guess you can
Get
count me
fucked.
part of it. So hell yeah.
You're not. Oh,
It's
fuck's
fucked.
sake.
No, hey, if you want to be technical, I am technically British because Aussies are literally just Brits that got sent
You're
to
not
jail
Australian.
on an
You
island.
live in Britain.
No, I moved to Britain.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro, Woz is
Dude, I
shitting
try
on the
and hold you
podcast.
to the end of the
Everyone
podcast,
subscribe,
dude.
like, comment, do all the fucking jazz. Come on. Let's vibe. Fuck, can we just end this
All right,
shit,
guys.
bro? I'm
I
having
hope
a
you guys
stroke.
enjoyed the podcast.
I hope everyone enjoyed me, because I know I'm better than all these fuckers.
I'm your host, Woz Count, joined by Phantom and Mallow, and friend of the show, Moocake.
Oh, fuck yourself.
Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. Peace!
Peace!
Peace! Peace!
Bro, you are not fucking Oprah.
I need a cigarette after this so badly.